Hello, everyone. Hello. This is a video from Just Mr. Chris for first time teachers, remote teachers who are looking for some new technology or tools to use. But even more exciting is this is something that parents can use that have young students or middle school or high school students. So today I am recording using Loom, and we are going to focus today on Kahoot. Kahoot is a fun, interactive game platform that you can use to um, test your students on what they know. So you're just going to go up here, going to type in Kahoot. That's how it's spelled. From there, you'll click on the actual uh, link there. If you don't have an account, or if you do, they're going to ask you here to log in. Now, I already have an account, but if you didn't have an account, you would easily be able to go ahead and you would be able to create your account. There is a free account. That's the account that I use, and it pretty much does the job. So what I want to do is I'm going to just show you once you have your account set up. You could even just do it through Google, through your Google account. You have a couple options, okay? You have the home screen. This is going to show you kind of anything, updated news, some top picks. But it's also going to show you if you have any material that you've used over here. You also have this Discover where you can actually type in. So say you want your student or your child to be learning about some multiplication facts. You can discover ones that other people have already created here, okay? And you have access to that. You can use it yourself. Over here, this next tab, the Kahoots tab, is going to show us things that I have created, okay? And then this next tab, you all probably won't use as much if you're a parent, but teachers may use this because it's going to give you reports of how your students did on the certain codes that you gave them. So, for example, this can be used as a way to formally assess your students on a particular topic. It can be just used as a review, but there's a variety of ways and things that you can use it for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to home, and up in the right hand corner you have where it says create. When you click on create, this is the pop-up that you'll see. You can use some templates that they already have. This one is to create and teach interactive lessons, to teach with slides, formative assessment, practice spelling, adjectives, which is more, this is a paid portion when you see the little crown in the corner. And then it's another template here. They've got a couple. So as long as it doesn't have the little crown, they're all free. Today, just for what we're doing, I'm going to go ahead and just click on create, and this is what you will see. Okay, so here is where you'll type your question. Here is where you can decide how long the students will have to answer the question, and then how many points. You could change that if you wanted to. Here is where you can add a picture. So maybe if you were doing multiplication facts, you could have the actual, like a flashcard of, 3 times 5 or something like that. Maybe if you're doing a book review, you would have a picture of a character, something like that. I usually just use the image library, and they just give you some free pictures here. And I may try to find one that goes with the question. And sometimes I just use random ones. Okay, so I recently did a episode about the movie American Son. And so I'm just going to use that movie as something that we can use for a question. So, what did the mom lie about? Okay. So, based on the movie, this will be a question. You can go here to image library. Maybe I could pick um, any of these, but let me find, maybe I'll click this one because this is, maybe that's my mom. Okay. And then once you get down here, you have a chance to create your own answers. Okay. So, we could say taxes. That's not true. What her and the son argued about. Um, the third and fourth options are optional. I usually like to use them though. Um, we'll say her weight, and then we'll say what her name was. Okay, and then once you have all your answers, you want to click the right answer. Okay, by just clicking there. And now that you've done that, this question is good to go. Now, to add another question, you'll just go to add question. It's going to give you options. You could just choose quiz, which is what I usually do. You have true or false. This is where you could actually have players type a short answer. Um, this is also these puzzle, poll, slide. These are all advanced features that you pay a little more for. I know they are doing a super duper special for Black Friday, so it may be worth it if you want to. But it's a pretty fast paced game. So I wouldn't necessarily suggest using those options as far as if you're doing it with your student in the classroom, or you can do this over Zoom. I did that recently. But at home, this has even been like we've used this going out to eat. It's an app for it, and you know, the students can um, use their devices to answer the questions. So what happened is I tried to finish it, and it's showing me that all questions need to be completed. Okay, so I can go back, and so I'm just going to, because I don't need this one. I am going to, over here, you see, or you can duplicate or you can delete. I'm just going to click delete. Pops up. Okay, now I have my one question and click done. Okay, now it's going to ask for a title. We'll say American Son Review. And you give a little description if you want it, because if you make this open to the public, they may want to understand a little bit more about what it is if they want to use it and make a copy of it. Then I click continue there. And now it says that, yay, the Kahoot is ready to be played. So if I choose to play now, okay, I can use it to teach, like we can do it live together, or I can assign this for teachers. You could put this in your Google Classroom or Schoology or something, whatever platform you're using. Parents, you can just use the teach button, and this is what screen you'll get next. Okay. So it'll ask you whether you want to do player versus player, like everyone's individual, or if there are teams. Okay. Depending on, if I'm in the classroom, I have used the team mode, but this is usually based on using remote learning. This has kind of been the best so far. It's just using the classic. So now it says get ready to join. Teachers, what you will do, you can control the music here. You can change the music. You can adjust the volume, which I'm going to do for this purpose. But teachers, parents, what you're going to do is when this screen comes up, this is the pin that the students will have to put in. So you'll ask them to just go, and you want them to type um, Kahoot.it. And when they type that, that's when this screen will come up, and they will put the pin from here, this 945210. They will put that pin here. They will enter it. And let me just do that for this person purpose. 945210. 945210. And once they enter it, this is what it looks from their end. They can put in their name. Okay, it has a limit on how many letters. It says, okay, go. Now I'm in. And this is what you're going to see is you're going to see their names pop up here. And depending on how many kids you have playing, you'll be able to keep track and know when to actually start the game. You also have the option to lock it here. That means once you start the game, if you don't want players joining in after the fact, say, someone came late or something like that, and you wanted to lock it, you can lock it. Okay. And once the game starts, it looks like this. Okay, it says American Button. And this is what they will see on the screen. Okay, what did the mom lie about? Okay, and then you'll see all the answers that you chose. Okay, and this is what the student sees on their game. Okay, so I can share my screen so they see this, but then on their screen, based on that answer, they're going to pick which answer is right or which answer they think is right. So this is what they will see if they got it correct or if it will say incorrect. They'll also see the amount of points that they earned. The faster that they pick an answer, and if that answer is correct, they get more points. So it's knowledge based, but it's also a little speed involved as well. Okay. Listen, so I just wanted to kind of give this general overview of Kahoot, all that it can do. There are tons of Kahoots already on here. Remember, this is a free subscription, and it gives you everything you need. But I think this is an awesome tool for teachers to use during remote learning, but also for parents to use to review material or just to have some fun over the holidays. Okay, so I just want to thank you once again for joining. Once again, if you haven't subscribed, make sure that you subscribe so that you can stay up to date on the latest content that I have.